Yo! Welcome to the Sunday service. Mr. Darcy is joining today. It's Sunday. It's 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, so that means that we're doing law enforcement recovery because that shit matters. Yes, it does. So if you are a person with a body, this is going to be helpful for you. We're going to work on hips today. If you are a police officer with a body, it's especially good for you. Yes, that's right. Your hips. These are the crankiest things about your body, no doubt. Actually, that's not true. I worked on quite a bit of people this week, and a lot of your bodies are pretty fucked up. Let me tell you something kind of interesting while people are joining. Okay, so this last week I worked on officers that attended the National Interdiction Conference, and I was doing trigger release therapy, which is like deep fascial release. It's kind of painful, but it kind of breaks up any stress patterns that your body might be holding on to, kind of helps you metabolize some of those stress hormones. So I start my session with, hey, what's going on with your body? And people will be like, oh, it's just this collarbone, it pops out. Or, oh, it's just this shoulder, I had surgery on it twice. Or, oh, it's just my back, I have some kind of implant that stimulates my muscles. That's not just anything. That's ouch. Okay? So, if you have something on your body where you're like, oh, it's just this, Mr. Darcy, come on. Then you're gonna really benefit from the Sunday service. So every Sunday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, I hop on for 15 minutes and I show you how to stretch something. I take requests all week long, so feel free to send them on over. Today we're focusing on hips. So here's what I say to people when people are like, oh, this body part hurts me. So say someone says, oh, my knee hurts. I'm not going to give you a knee stretch. I'm going to help you stretch everything that's around the area that hurts. So same thing with the hips. We're going to get into the inner thighs, get up in that groin, inch up. What else? We're going to get into our hip flexors and our quadriceps. It's about to get litty. Okay. So, let's see. I'm also on TikTok today. Yay. I didn't see your message. Are neck problems common? Yes. Necks, shoulders. I worked on people today, or last week, it was like boulders, like actual cement. I couldn't even pinch this right here. Okay. Ashley, so if you follow on Instagram, I repost it to the profile page. Okay. All right. So hips. If this is your first time joining, you're going to see a body part at some point in time. I apologize. It is what it is. Okay. We're going to stretch our inner thighs. So you're going to bring your feet together in front of you. Now, if you're really, really tight and you can't get into this, sit up against like a couch so that you have something kind of supporting you, and that can take some of the effort out. Okay. You're going to bring your feetsies together. You can even twinkle them if you want. And you want to just let your legs relax. The farther out you have your legs, the calmer it is, okay? And the closer your feet are to your body, the more intense it's going to be. You want to try and have like a really upright back. Now, if you're straining and your legs are like this, shove some pillows under here because you need to be able to relax your muscles. You're not going to get into a stretch or get into the muscle, get into the fascial tissue if you're clenched the whole time. No. Okay? So we're going to take a deep breath. And you'll start to notice where you're holding on to tension. Okay? We want the legs to be relaxed while we're taking these big deep breaths. Titties up. I've been like clenching my stomach for the last, I don't know, maybe week. While I was in Baltimore, I drank so much alcohol, like more than I typically do. And it kicked my ass. It kicked my ass. I'm definitely feeling my body. Let's take one more breath. Okay. All right. The next stretch that we're going to do is what did I say? We're going to do, let's do a runner's lunge. This is my favorite stretch to do. Oh, it's basic as fuck, but it stretches so many different components to your body. It helps with so many various ouchie pains. Okay, so I like to use a pillow for my knee. Bring one foot forward. Okay, runner's lunge. I'm going to show you what I see a lot, and we'll see if we can kind of correct it together. Okay, so if you're like this, also, this is that knee that I had that torn meniscus. Look at how good it's doing. Good job. All right, so if your knee is like this, we want to try and walk the toes forward so that we have knee over ankle. Okay, this fucking screen, don't you do it to me, Instagram. Don't you fucking do it. Okay, so if you'll notice, my back knee is behind my hips. That's the goal. It's this kind of stretched out, ow, my butt. It's a stretched out position, okay? If you can bring your hands up to here, that might be easier. If you have like a coffee table or a chair that you can hold on to, that'll take the balance out of it. That might be helpful. Or you can chill with your hands like this. Either way, remember, if we can't relax these muscles here, or here, you need to like walk that foot back a little bit, okay? We want the hips to relax. 3 breaths. Ooh, I can feel myself turning on this hip flexor so much. And granted, this is my stabilizing leg, but I'm having a really hard time just relaxing, so I'm gonna bring my hand down. I woke up and my back hurt, and I'm like, dude, I'm so glad that we're stretching today. Okay. All right. So just send your hips back nice and slow because that shit was deep. Okay. Good. Side B. Oh. Yeah, this side feels tighter. That's pretty normal. Do you sell knives? I do. I do sell knives. It used to be my full-time gig before TacMobility, but Raven Crest Tactical, yes. I still do sales for them, and I also do their podcast on Thursdays where we sell some discounted knives. So yeah, you've seen me probably at like a police conference. Oh, let me see if I can go up here. Okay, let's do 2 more breaths. I have a coupon code. It's 25% off. It's TacMobility. So like use it. That's really how I do sales. Is I'm like, here, gift, tell your friends. Oh, it's so deep. It's so deep. Oh, okay. I'm gonna send my hips back again. You guys, we're doing so good. It's only been 9 minutes. You're crushing it. You're that much closer to feeling better. I promise you this is gonna help. Okay. So what did I say we were gonna do? I don't remember what I said. We did a runner's lunge. We did this. Let's do one. You guys, okay, so I'm just gonna preface this. You're gonna feel, you know what, I'm not gonna do that one. Let's do wide legs. I changed my mind. You have 2 different ways of doing this. Again, if you have like a couch that you can put behind you so that you're not you're not fighting with it, that would be great. We wanna open the legs. Okay, wide legs. If this is really uncomfortable for you to be in, which it might be, okay, you're gonna, I guess I could move this. You're gonna roll onto your back, legs up and open. Okay, so you're just like showing your balls or your lady bits just to the world. You're like, ha ha. Okay, you're gonna feel kind of like a dumb little baby, and that's fine. But it's a little bit easier to get into on your back. I personally don't prefer that way because that hurts my knee here. I don't have a way to kind of relax into that. So I'm gonna go here. Either way, when you're laying on your back, you won't have this issue, but if you're upright, we want that chest up. Take up, okay? If you start to feel like intense, sharp pain anywhere in the knees, in the groin, that's your body saying, hey, a little bit less. We're not a fucking robot. Actually, robots wouldn't be very pliable. We're not Stretch Armstrong. Shout out to Stretch Armstrong user. Weird usernames. Okay, I have like a little flex in my foot. Darcy, come on, man. I've got a little stretch or a little flex in my foot. That's gonna help kind of protect these knees. Big, full breaths. Relax your shoulders, relax behind the back of the neck. Just take 2 more breaths. Ooh, man. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to take a hold of the bottom of my knees and pull them together. Nice and chill. Nice and chill. Okay. 9-12. We are crushing it. Okay, one thing that I thought that I would just say really quickly, and nothing with me is ever quick. Anyways, so I had a lot of people that had never heard of TacMobility this week, which was really, really cool. And they kind of had this like the same old face when it comes to like recovery or like wellness or any of those things, right? And I just kind of like simply put it this way, like your body is an organism. Like it's the sum of all of these small little parts. And if those little parts aren't working well, you're not going to feel as well, okay? If the amount of stress that's coming into the organism is not matching or anywhere close to the amount of stress leaving the organism, you're going to hit a capacity. Not because you're special, heart, not because you're special, but because your body is a human organism in the way that the little person right there, little organism, okay? So just, that's what recovery is. That's why it's important, because you have a lot of stress that's coming in. Fucking Instagram. You have a lot of stress that's coming in and you haven't had a ton of resources to show you how to get a lot of it out. So you just have to think about what just an average day looks like and the amount of stress involved in one day. If you do that 4 times in a row, okay, or some of you that are on day 16 in a row, just on a basic ass level, what the fuck do you expect? Okay, so you have to take care of your organism. And then the last thing, no, I already said last thing. Well, I have 1 more minute. If you've never really practiced deep breathing, I'm gonna do it with you right now because some of you just like maybe aren't sure, whatever. There's all types. There's tactical breathing, box breathing. There's apps out there that can help you how to do it. One that I like to do is I like to lay down and I like to put my hand on my belly button, okay? And I'm just gonna start taking deep breaths. This is practicing. Obviously you can't do this when you're working, so nobody leave a stupid ass comment, okay? So try practicing pushing your belly out when you inhale. It's a little awkward. Yes, but not in here. Okay, so you're just practicing.
Something.
Thank you. Okay. And you're just practicing like watching like your hand like go up. That type of breathing is what's going to allow your diaphragm more space to work, and that's going to allow you to take a bigger breath. The bigger breath that you can take, the longer your exhale can be. And that exhale is what deaccelerates your body's physiological reaction system, okay? Like when you're emotionally or physically stressed or like in that fight or flight. All right. I hope that was helpful. If it was, make sure to share it. If you're on TikTok and you're like, I'm working right now, I'll post this to my profile on Instagram. I hope you guys fucking do some recovery. You guys deserve it. And like everyone, this guy, he's like, I have like herniated discs, which is super common. Herniated discs right here. Like I couldn't walk the other day and I was like, let's just do like a simple stretch. We did a quad stretch. And then a couple hours he comes up, he's like, was that some fucking magic? And I'm like, no. Your body is built to stretch a certain amount. And when it can't, it's going to go, ow. So anyways, I hope you guys have a super great week. Don't forget to take your days off because you fucking need it. All right. I'll see you later.